You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, ABC soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got your weekly edition of General Hospital comings and goings. There are major exits. We have Jacqueline Zeman's final air date as Bobby Spencer. We've got 2 returning guest stars. We've got a villain out. We've got someone else leaving. And it looks like there's a whole bunch to unpack this week, May 15th through 19th, in this edition of GH Comings and Goings. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our updates on spoilers, casting news, and everything you need to know about your favorite ABC soap opera. Let's talk about the big thing first, and that big thing is the recent and stunning death of Jacqueline Zeman, who played Bobby Spencer since the late 70s. And the actress died at age 70 on May 10th after a brief struggle with cancer, her family revealed. Everyone is completely stunned. Former co-stars are coming out with comments about her. Everyone has the nicest things to say. One in particular was Anthony Geary, who spoke out about her and talked about how she was just an extremely kind person. He said to TV Line recently, "I never heard Jackie express an unkind word about anyone ever. In a highly competitive profession where ego, feelings, and emotions are bread and butter, I found this quality to be extremely rare. I expect it will be even more rare now that dear Jackie is gone." And of course, Anthony Geary played Luke Spencer, who was Bobby Spencer's big brother throughout their run on General Hospital. Sarah Joy Brown, who played Claudia Zaccara, but who also originated the role of Carly Corinthos, said she was a beautiful queen inside and out. I know everyone who loved her is devastated. John Stamos, who, if you don't remember, is another General Hospital alum who played Blackie, said, "I am deeply saddened to hear about the passing of the talented and beloved actress Jackie Zeman. I recall the wonderful times we spent working together on General Hospital. Her warm personality and infectious energy always brightened my day. Jackie will forever hold a special place in my heart." John Lindstrom, who played both Kevin Collins and Ryan Chamberlain on GH, said, "I just heard of Jackie Zeman's passing late tonight. This is going to take me a minute to process. I can't believe such a life force as hers has left, and ask people to please hold her family and close friends in her heart." She was definitely a tour de force. Fan comments, a lot of them talk about their most memorable storylines with her, and the one they talk about the most is the death of her daughter on screen, BJ Spencer, who of course was named for her character Bobby, and she had that tragic death. Her school bus overturned and she died, and her heart went to Maxie Jones, and that was decades ago, and Jacqueline Zeman did amazing work in those scenes. Donnell Turner, who plays Curtis Ashford, called Jackie Zeman an angel on and especially off screen, also called her a queen. Sean Kanan, who plays Deacon on Bold and the Beautiful, also acted with her because he played AJ Quartermain on General Hospital, said that he was truly saddened to have learned that she passed, and said that Jackie was always so kind to me and will be missed by so many people. There's just an outpouring of love for her from everyone and from fans especially. And one of the things that people, of course, want to know is about Jackie Zeman's final air date as Bobby Spencer. Well, the sad thing to know is that her final air date already aired. She was 70, and she wasn't on the soap constantly. She showed up as needed for arcs and bounced back and forth. She has 2 daughters. She's very busy. But her final air date actually was April 27th, which was, like 2 weeks before she passed. And that was at the wedding of Michael Corinthos to Willow Tate on GH. So while we do expect a tribute episode and we expect a dedication card coming soon, and probably more on her next year at the Nurses Ball, maybe a memorial there. For now, she is gone, and General Hospital fans will have to say goodbye. Another exit, of course, is Charles Shaughnessy. He played Victor Cassadine, and the Uber villain was blown up on The Haunted Star, and he is dead and gone. And he did say that they could have renewed his contract. He had signed on for one period, but then he had to step away because he had hip surgery, I believe. And then he came back and played a full year as Victor in his villain arc. And then they told him they had decided not to extend beyond the year, which was probably just as well because the soap had written Victor into a corner. Considering that he was going to kill off 80% of the world's population, there's not a lot of places for him to go from there. Also, we are going to see Holly Sutton making a big decision next week, and I believe that will be that she is going to leave town to go to be with her son Ethan Lovett. She has been trying to find him and rescue him. He is safe and back in Australia. And there is a chance that she could stick around and triangle with Robert Scorpio and Diane Miller. But I think after this next week, we might see her big decision is that she's going to bow out gracefully and leave Port Charles. Two big guest stars for the week are Susan Batten and Morgan Fairchild. They are playing Flora Gardens and Haven to Haviland. These are ladies on the Shopping Network. They had scenes before with Sasha Gilmore. They were hosting the home show when Sasha was the face of deception and was on their show to market some deception products, but then she had that complete and total meltdown. And of course, that's what led her into her guardianship now, which of course is falling apart because she doesn't know it, but Gladys is squandering her money and assets to pay her illegal gambling debts. So that is all the big action we have coming ahead for General Hospital comings and goings. Other people are wondering, for instance, if Dex Heller might be leaving now that Michael has betrayed him and decided not to turn Sonny over to the feds. That leaves Dex in a really tough spot, and so he's considering leaving town. So fans might be worried he's going. However, there are no signs that Evan Hoffer is leaving. In fact, he is a big fan favorite, which is hard sometimes for newcomers to get that fan approval, but they seem to like him. They seem to like him with Josh. They're excited to see episodes with him. So I imagine they're going to work something out. That is all we have today on General Hospital comings and goings. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our updates on General Hospital spoilers, news, casting updates, and of course the big news this week is Jackie Zeman's death at age 70 after a brief struggle with cancer. And the even more heartbreaking news that we do not have any more Bobby Spencer episodes coming, although hopefully we will get an episode dedicated to her with a complete retrospective. It worked out that they were able to have Sonia Eddy remembered after her death, and they honored Epiphany Johnson at this year's Nurses Ball. But since next year's Nurses Ball is 10 months away, 11 months away, surely they will do something to honor Jackie Zeman's many decades on the soap before then.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.